The 4-year bull cycle is over and the bull market is changing and we need to adapt with it. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to show you my portfolio strategy for 2025 and what trends and narratives I think are going to move on with the next phase of the bull market, and also how I would structure my portfolio today. Number one would be, of course, Bitcoin. We want to have as much Bitcoin in our portfolio as possible. We know that the USA and Donald Trump have now created a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and they're going to be buying up Bitcoin over the next 5 years, upwards towards 1 million Bitcoin they want to hold, which means there's going to be a massive supply crunch, and there is a potential that Bitcoin could actually have a multi-year bull cycle. The gold ETF, when it was first introduced in 2004, ended up going on an 8-year bull market. A similar thing could happen with Bitcoin, which is why in our crypto portfolio, we should have as much Bitcoin as possible to add stability to the portfolio, but also for the long term. Number two, we have ISO 222 tokens. This is all about the new monetary system, banking infrastructure. The ISO 222 coins, which include the likes of XRP, HBAR, and Stellar, are the technologies and the cryptocurrencies that are currently being used to introduce central bank digital currencies. If you guys didn't know, there's over 100 countries right now that are developing its own central bank digital currencies, and these are the cryptos that are getting involved in that right now. And that's also why we saw a huge spike in these cryptocurrencies when Donald Trump came into power and in January of 2025. If you want to learn more about central bank digital currencies, make sure you head on over to my Instagram. I do a lot of videos regarding what central bank digital currencies are and why they are actually going to be one of the most important technologies that is going to be introduced in this new monetary banking system, and also what the dangers are of central bank digital currencies, because they're trackable and programmable, which, depending on your jurisdiction and the country that you live in, could mean that there could be restrictions on what you can buy using CBDCs. Number three is, of course, Solana. Solana being one of the fastest layer 1 blockchains in the world right now, and it is the most widely adopted blockchain right now. Solana has amassed millions of new users, not just because the blockchain is actually really easy to use and easy to onboard, but also because we've had figureheads like Donald Trump launch his own meme coins on the Solana blockchain. We also, of course, have the meme coin craze going on and the casino, which did actually implode around 6 weeks ago. A lot of people are utilizing the Solana blockchain to trade meme coins, and that's purely because it is one of the blockchains that is the easiest to onboard to and the easiest to use, and it's what people are familiar with. Now, despite the casino and the meme coin craze, Solana is still a very, very good blockchain, and it has great utility. And there are legitimate projects that are building on Solana, and there is a flourishing DeFi ecosystem with the likes of Jupiter, the decentralized exchange, Camino, the lending and borrowing platform, and also Jito, its staking platform. Now, number four, we have BNB and also Sui, and that's because both of these blockchains are Solana competitors. Now, Solana is the market leader when it comes to blockchain adoption, but of course, Ethereum does reign king at the moment, but that is because it is the first mover. Solana is definitely catching up to ETH very, very quickly as Ethereum's attractiveness declines, and that's because Ethereum gas fees are extremely high and Ethereum is a super inefficient and slow blockchain. Now, as Solana slowly starts to take over the likes of Ethereum, there are going to be Solana competitors that are going to want to compete. The first blockchain is, of course, Sui. Sui is a super fast blockchain, over 197,000 transactions per second on this blockchain, and it has a growing and flourishing ecosystem right now with a lot of projects building on it. It is one cycle behind Solana, so it doesn't have as much activity on it, but this is growing, and you can see the total value locked increase on Sui massively over the last 12 months since its release. By next cycle, Sui could be a real competitor to Solana. Now, on the flip side of that, you have BNB, Binance Smart Chain, that was around last cycle and also really had a good flourishing ecosystem during that time. We had the likes of Uniswap get released on Ethereum, and that went parabolic, reaching over a $22 billion market cap at all-time high. And BNB released PancakeSwap, its competitor, which also did very well, and that's why BNB started to grow. Not only that, but Binance itself was one of the leading exchanges at the time, and it was easy to bridge from Binance to Binance Smart Chain, and it was very attractive because, again, it is another blockchain that has really cheap fees. We're actually seeing a resurgence on BNB. It was very quiet in terms of activity last year, but we're starting to see some movement on this blockchain. We're also actually seeing meme coins starting to do really well on this blockchain as well. Is it because they want to move the casino from Solana to BNB, or is it just BNB's time to shine in terms of activity? You let me know what you think down in the comments. We also have, of course, CZ, who was the founder of Binance, that is now working alongside BNB and Binance Smart Chain and getting more involved in that ecosystem, which has helped the activity increase on BNB. Not to mention that the actual price performance of the BNB token itself has actually been pretty good and is held steady during this decline. This could be also a reason as to why people are flocking to BNB as opposed to Solana. In my personal opinion, I think Solana's at a steal price, but you could add BNB to the portfolio to diversify and add competitors to Solana to the portfolio, and that's why I think BNB and Sui are really good options. Now, last but not least, we have Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid being one of the main competitors to centralized exchanges. Hyperliquid has billions of dollars worth of volume and trading volume, and that's due to the fact that it operates and acts like a centralized exchange using an order book system, as opposed to the automated market maker system that decentralized exchanges have, meaning that you can leverage trade and you just have better trading abilities on Hyperliquid, the same that you would have with centralized exchanges, except it's completely decentralized and there's no KYC. This is making it very attractive to trade on right now. Not only that, but it also has really good tokenomics. It has a buyback and burn mechanism, and also 65% of the fees that are generated from the trading is used to actually buy back the Hyper token. And that is why it is held pretty steady during this decline. That's why I think it's a really good option, because you're essentially leveraging off the trading volume that is happening in the space. And that's it. That is how I would structure my portfolio right now to make sure that you are diversified in some really good, high quality utility altcoins, but also keeping the stability and the longevity of the portfolio with a boatload of Bitcoin. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more educational videos like this on cryptocurrency and blockchain. And if you guys are actually looking for help with your own portfolio strategy, then make sure you click the link down below and apply for my group mentorship program, the Altcoin Advantage. Book a call with my team and we'll hopefully see you inside the group. See you guys in the next video.